Hello everyone. I welcome all of you to the second session on data file handling. Yes, guys, what is that I have discussed in the session 1? So let's just have a quick recap and then we'll move on to the next topic. So we have discussed what is files, how do we handle these files with the help of open functions. So we have discussed two types of open functions, and also I have discussed in detail about input stream as well as the output stream. So hope you have gone back to the session 1 and you have checked the video completely. Suppose if you're not, so guys, you're hurting me. So I've taken a lot of pain for all of you to make this video. Go back to that video and check what is that I have done in the session 1 with respect to the data file handling. Yes, guys, moving on to the second session. In this session, I will be discussing the concepts with respect to the different file modes that I have. Very important topic that all of you should look into it because you will be asked a question on this topic. Along with that, I will also discuss one more topic, that is closing a file. How do I close a file? In the session 1, I have discussed how do we open the file. In this session, I will be discussing how do we close the file. And also I will be discussing input and output operations in text file. In the previous class, I have discussed two different types of files. One is text file, another one is binary file. So guys, I will be discussing input and output operations with respect to the text file. The input and output operation is different from text file to the binary file. So here I will be discussing the input and output operations with respect to the text file, and also I will be discussing very important functions, that is put function and get function. What do we do with these functions is what I'll be discussing with the syntax. Along with that, string input output, and please observe I will also discuss the input and output operations in binary files. I will also discuss how do we perform input and output operations with respect to the binary files. So guys, so with the help of this write and read function, I will be performing the input and output operations in binary file. I will discuss in detail with respect to the input and output operations with the syntax. Along with that, I will also discuss detecting the end of the file. So that is the last topic in this session. So let me start the first topic. Let me not waste much of your time. So the first topic that I have here is, guys, file modes. So please observe, here I have listed out some of the modes, and so what exactly this modes are doing is what I have listed out here, and also I have listed, so these modes belongs to which stream is what I have listed here. So three parts you can observe here. The first one is the modes is what I will call it as a methods. Here exactly I have given the meaning what exactly this method is doing, and the last one, so which stream this method belongs to is what I have listed. Let me start with the first one. Guys, please observe I have written IOS. What is that IOS, sir? Can you just tell me? Input output stream. Guys, so this is the base class. This is the base class. From this class, please observe here I am trying to use an operator called scope resolution operator. I'm trying to use an operator called scope resolution operator. Please remember we have discussed that in detail in classes and objects. So why do we use scope resolution operator is a question to all of you. Yes, coming back. So what is this? I'm using APP. APP is the name of the method that I'm trying to use here. So what is APP? Why do we use APP? APP in the sense append. APP in the sense append. Why do we use this method? What exactly the function of this method append? So append in the sense adding the content at the end. What is that? Adding the content at the end. Let's come back to the meaning. Append to the end of the file. Whenever you're opening the file, guys, so once you open the file, so whatever the content that you have, that content will be added at the end of the file. So when you use this method, when you use this append method, that is APP. Suppose if I ask you guys to make a note of whatever I'm trying to explain here, so with the content like whatever I've done in the last class, so what you'll do, you'll open the same book already you have written. So after that, continuation to that, so you will start writing. So guys, that is what we call it as the append. Already some content is there. After that content, you will add some more content, is what I will call it as a append, my dear students. Yes. Moving on to the next one. So IOS is a common for all this method. Let me not repeat it again and again. So guys, I will just speak about this methods. So I am trying to use the next method, that is in. What is that? What is the next method that I have? So guys, can you just recollect it? So what is that next method? I have in. So why do I have in? Open file for reading. So what is that? Why do I have it? Open file for reading. Guys, if you use a method called in, you will open the file for reading. Please observe this method, whatever I have in method, belongs to IF stream. This method belongs to which stream? IF stream. So guys, append belongs to OF stream. We have two streams. One is OF stream, another one is IF stream. O in the sense output, I in the sense input. So guys, in belongs to IF stream and append belongs to OF stream. So that is what you have to remember. So fine. Same way I have out. So guys, just opposite to this, open file for writing. So why do I use out method? You're trying to open the file for writing. So you can guess which stream type. Yes, exactly, OF stream. So what is the stream type that you have? OF stream. What is the next method that I have? Please observe, ATE. What is the next method that I have? ATE. Please observe here, open file for updating. You're trying to open the file for updating. Updating in the sense what? Please understand, updating in the sense already you have some content. You have to change something there. So that is what I will call it as updating. Okay. So guys, open file for updating and move the file pointer to the end of the file. After making some corrections, after updating that file, make sure that the file pointer will come to the end of the file. File pointer will come to the end of the file. What exactly is this? Imagine I'm trying to make a correction in the second line in my notes. So after that, from where I will start writing? If I want to write the new content, so I have to come to the new line, right? That is the end of the content. So I have 5 lines. I have written 5 lines. Look here, everybody. So guys, this is the first line, second line, third line, fourth line. I have to do some correction here. Right now my pen, so this pen you treat it as a file pointer. So right now my pen is here. After making a correction here, so guys, my pen should come to the end of the file. My pen should come to the end of the file. So guys, that is what this function is doing. After updating, so make sure that your file pointer will come to the end of the file. So because I can start writing the new content, that is the specialty. So moving on to the next one. So what is the next method that I have? I have binary. So what is the use of it? So opening a binary file. Suppose if I want to open a binary file, so guys, I will be using this method. So guys, keep track of this streams also. I have both IF stream and OF stream for ATE. And here when I'm coming to this binary, so guys, again here also IF stream and OF streams. So it belongs to both IF stream and OF stream. So guys, after that, what is that I have? Please look here. No replace. What is the next method that I have? No replace. What is the meaning of no replace? Yes, turn down opening. Please don't open. When I should not open? If the file is already exist. If you have already opened the file, please don't open the file again. Okay, that is what the meaning. So turn down opening if the file is already exist. If the file is already exist, if it is already existing, so please don't open. That is what they are trying to explain. So no create. What is the next one that we have? No create. Guys, turn down opening if the file does not exist. If the file is not there, please don't try to open it. So that is what this method says. If the file does not exist, please don't try to open it. So that is what the no create method is telling all of us. So what is the last mode that I have? This TRUNC in short. Okay guys, we actually call this as truncate. So truncate method is doing what? What exactly truncate method is doing? Please observe. On opening, delete the contents of the file. Whenever you are trying to open the file, please delete everything and open. So that is what the truncate is doing. I'm trying to open a file. When I have the content inside the file, but when I'm trying to open it, so erase everything. I don't want anything inside the file. So guys, at that time, I should use this mode. So please look this streams carefully. All this 3 belongs to OF stream. Please observe this carefully. So guys, this is a very important question. You'll be asked for 2 marks, okay? Or you can also expect this question for 3 marks. So that is very important. So what is that I have to remember, sir? So please remember this methods, what exactly the meaning of this method, and also you should remember stream type. So then what is that we are leaving out from the slides? Are everything you have to carry, only the lines whatever I have drawn. So you just have to live it, and then after that you just have to carry everything whatever I have mentioned in the slide. So that is what you have to remember at this point of time. Guys, moving on to the next one, jokes apart. So guys, I have closing files. What is that I have? So closing file. Let me tell you a small interesting story before I go to this topic. Let us imagine I was staying in a small village where we have to go for a well to get the water. So what happens, how to get the water from the well? We should drop a bucket which is tied to the rope. So we used to leave that rope down and the bucket used to go there, and we used to get the water filled and we used to get it back. So guys, you're trying to imagine, right? Yes. Suppose if I cut the rope, what will happen? Can I get the bucket back? No, right? So please come back. So imagine this is my bucket, right? So this is the handle of the bucket and I have tied a rope for this. If I just cut this rope, what will happen? I will not have any link to this bucket, right? The same way, guys, I have the file object. What is that I have? I have the file object. So guys, this file object is creating a reference to this file. Imagine this is my file. So this is the file object. This file object is working like this rope. So this file is working like this bucket. So guys, this file object is creating a reference to this file. Suppose if I remove the connection, or if I just dereference, or if I just remove the reference to this file, what will happen? I will not be able to access that file. So that is what they are trying to explain with the concept called, where is that close? Oh, here. That is what they are trying to explain, this concept with the close function. What exactly the close function is doing? Listen to me carefully. This you don't have in any of the textbooks. Guys, what happens if I use this close functions? This close function will remove the reference to the files. So that is what it is actually happening at the back in the programming. So guys, so in turn, so what is that we have to understand? So if I want to close a file, I will be using this function. So that is stream object.close. If I call this function, guys, I will be closing the file is what I will be thinking. But in turn, this is what exactly is happening at the back. So hope you understood this concept. Moving on to the next one. So guys, input and output operations with respect to the text file. I have a text file. I have 2 different types of files. One is binary file, another one is text file. So guys, let me explain all of you with the first one, that is how do I perform input and output operations with respect to the text file. So fine, let me start with the first one, that is put function. Okay, so if I start with the put function, get function will get bored. So let me start together, put function and get function. Let me discuss these 2 functions in detail. So guys, I have the put function first. So guys, what is that I have? I have put function. Why do I have put function? So where do I put? So here you have to understand. So guys, jokes apart. So I said something. So what is that? Put function. How do you say that this is a function, sir? Please remember, I have to use this colon. I have to use this colon. Is it colon? No, this is parenthesis. So I have to write something like this. So whenever you come across this type of parenthesis, whatever I have written at the back, so this always remember in your programming language, this I will treat this as functions. I will treat this as functions. So that is the first thing that you should remember. So I have this member function that is put. So why do I use this? So please understand, class of O stream, this put function belongs to the class of O stream. O in the sense what? O in the sense what? Output, right? So guys, to write a single character, I will be using this function. At a time, I will be able to write only one character inside the file with the help of this put function, Hope I made it very simple. I have a file, okay? If I want to write anything inside that file, okay, I will be using this put function. But one thing you should remember, I can write only one character at a time. How do I know what character I should write? So that is what I'm trying to pass as a CH. CH is a parameter. So what character you want to write is what I'm trying to pass as a parameter inside this function. That is what you have to remember. Hope I made it very simple and clear. So guys, so we did not understood this. OF stream underscore object. What is that you have written, sir? Please recollect. Imagine I have a class. The name of the class is student. Okay? Open flower bracket, close flower bracket. Always 100 times you have told this, sir. Yes. What to do, sir? My job is to repeat that. Guys, if I want to create the object for this class, what does that I have to do? I have to write the syntax, right? So what is the name of the class? Student is the name of the class. So fine. After that, how do I create the object for this? So I should write S1. Right? What is this S1? S1 is the object of this class. So remember the syntax, class name and object name. This is what you have to write, right? So this is how you will create the object for this class. In the same way, imagine I have OF stream. Okay, I will create the object for this. This is a class. Already this is a class. So again I have IF stream. This is also a class. Remember that. Okay, this is what I will call as the stream classes, right? So this is the classes that I have. So I should create the object for this object creation. So guys, object name, it can be anything. Make sure that you will follow identifier rules. If you follow the identifier rules, anything you can just write. Let me just write KSK, right? So can I write like this? Yes, of course I can write like this. So because all of you are sitting back, in your homes, so nobody will throw the stones on me. So of course I can write. So KSK I will just write. So if I just use this as an object, how exactly this syntax will look like? So please observe. KSK dot put ch. So this is how exactly it looks. So hope you understand this, right? So this is the object that I'm trying to create for this. Whatever you want, you can create. But what is the function that I should use? I should use put. That's all that you have to understand in this particular line, right? So moving on to the next point. Get ch. It remains same. Everything is same. But only one thing you just have to remember, guys. This is to read one single character from your file. That is to write. Okay. Put is to write. Get is to read one single character from your file. So guys, everything remains same. So that is put function. This is get function. That's it. So let me not bore you guys by repeating and by saying a lot of other things. Moving on to the next one. So guys, I have get line. How long I will read? Only one character. So tell us something interesting where I can read the whole thing from the file. Yes, exactly. I have something for all of you. Yes. This is a function that is get line will read the entire line for all of you. So what is that? So get line is a function which will read the entire line. So there we're able to read only one character at a time. But guys, I will be able to read the entire line. I'll be able to read the entire line with the help of this get function. So guys, what is this buffer and size you have written, sir? Buffer in the sense temporary memory. You need to understand buffer in the sense temporary memory. Size, how much I should read is what I will be mentioning in the size. Let me just take an example and explain this line in detail. So guys, IF stream, let's write like this, IF stream. I'm just taking an example for all of you to demonstrate what exactly they have given here. So I'll just write F in. So hope you understand this. What is that I have written? So I'm trying to create the object for this class. That is what I've written as F in. So you understood this. This is the object. So what is the function that I'm trying to use? I'm trying to use the get line here. So what is the function? Get line. So why do I use get line? So to read the entire line. So fine. So continue, sir. We understood? Yes, I'm continuing. What is this? Buffer. Buffer. Why do we use buffer? Buffer in the sense temporary memory. So wait, I'm explaining. So character array. What is this? Character array. I'm trying to create a character array. So whatever the data I'm reading, I will be storing in this character array. So guys, I will just rewrite for all of you. F in get line. So what will happen here? Size, whatever size you want, it will be in terms of bytes. So what will happen? Whatever you're trying to read, so everything will be stored in this array. So array is treated as buffer memory right now for me. So what is the 6? 6 is the size. How many characters that you want to read from that particular line? You can also read till the end of the line. So this is how exactly we are working with this get line. Hope I have made it very simple to understand. So guys, jokes apart, I always believe one thing. If you understand the basics, you can just kill the paper by writing. Guys, please understand the basics. Any question if you get, you will be able to answer more than what they ask. So please understand the topic in depth. Otherwise, don't just read for the sake of reading. Don't just read for the sake of scoring marks. Of course, you have to score marks. If you have the knowledge, automatically the marks follows you. So by saying this, moving on to the next topic, guys, input and output operations in binary. Input and output operations in binary file. So what exactly will happen here? Please observe, I have listed some of the points here. The DTP operator was literally free, so he has typed a lot of points here. So I will explain that one by one in detail. Listen to me carefully. So guys, let's compare two different files again. So I have done this in the earlier session also, but let me compare this once again. What is that I have done? I have two different files. One is text file, another one is binary file. So when I have text file, I will be storing all my data in ASCII characters, right? So when I have binary files, how do I store? I will store all my data in terms of zeros and ones. So what is this zeros and ones? How exactly I store in the memory? In the same way I store the data in the binary files. Hope you got my point, what I'm trying to explain. I will store everything, whatever you want to store, everything will be in the form of zeros and ones. So whenever you watch a movie, if they want to show any hacking things, directly they will come to one screen, that is zeros and ones are running. Okay, so that is what they are trying to show, right? In the same way, guys, everything, whatever you want to store, everything will be in the form of zeros and ones. So that is point number one that you have to remember with respect to the binary file. Second thing, why should I use binary file? What is the advantage that I have? Binary files manages the memory efficiently. Binary files manages the memory efficiently, and it is more powerful. And it is more powerful than compared to the text file. That is what you have to remember with respect to the binary file. So what is the disadvantage that I have, sir, with respect to the binary file and the text file? When it comes to the binary file, guys, is it possible for us to read? Will you understand if I just write 0011? What is that? Can you tell me? No, it is, of course you can convert and you can just tell me, but it will take a lot of time, right? So that is the only drawback that we have. Otherwise, binary files are very good to use the programming thing and programming stuff. So moving on, so let me just start with the functions used to handle the data in the binary files. What are the functions that I use? I use write function and also I use read function. So these two functions I will be using to deal with the binary files. Yes. So what is the exact syntax that I use for the write function and read function? So can you just discuss these functions in detail? Yes. Let me start with the write function. Please understand, I use this write function. Okay, please understand, I use this write function to write the content, right? So fine. So can you tell me to which stream or to which class it belongs to? Yes, guys, write belongs to O stream. Write belongs to OF stream, not O stream. That is OF stream. So why you missed out F, sir? Because I forgot to have my phone. That's why. So guys, OF stream. So which stream? OF stream. So fine. I know all these things. I use these write functions to write the data to the binary file. So come to the topic, sir. Yes, this is my picture. Please understand this. If you understand this, you are done and over with respect to the files. What is this OF stream object? In the previous slide, I have explained you. I'm trying to create the object for this OF stream. So I have created the object. Sir, if you just write like this, OF stream, this is the object that I have created. Can I just write like this instead of this line? Can I just write a dot write? Yes, you can write. What is this a? A is an object of OF stream. That is what I'm trying to do here. Yes, got my point? Yes. OF stream underscore object dot write. Write is a function that I'm trying to use. Okay, so fine. All these things are clear. So now please understand, what is this? What is this? Can you just explain, sir? Yes. Please understand, this is a character pointer. Let me just tell you the story first and then I'll come to the syntax. I have the variable. I have the variable. So guys, I have the content in that particular variable. So what is that I'm trying to do is, I'm just passing the address of the variable. I'm just passing the address of the variable. So that is what I'm trying to do here. Address. In the previous session, in the pointers, I have already discussed ampersand variable. So I have the content in the variable, right? So let's take a is equal to 10. So guys, this is my variable. What is that I'm passing here? I'm passing the address of this variable, right? That is what I'm trying to do. So but after that, I'm trying to typecast it. I'm trying to typecast it. What is the meaning of typecasting? So I'm trying to convert whatever the data type it is. So guys, my variable is of any type. So what is that I'm trying to do? I'm trying to convert it into character type. After that, I'm converting it into the pointer. My variable is getting converted into character pointer. What is that I'm trying to say? My variable is getting to convert of type character. And also I'm converting that character variable as pointer variable. So that is what I'm trying to do. Sir, why, sir? Why are you converting into the character? Why are you converting into the character? So whatever the type of variable that you enter, but this function, this write function, that will convert it as a character type. So after that, it will treat it as a pointer variable. So that is what you have to remember. So what is this? So you are trying to pass the address of the variable, and here you are trying to convert that variable type as character, and also you are making it as a pointer variable. Also you are making it as a pointer variable is what you have to remember. And here you're just mentioning the size of that particular variable. You're trying to mention the size of that particular variable. This is the syntax to remember the write function with respect to the binary file. The same thing you just have to remember. So guys, if you just understand this, I will give you one more offer for all of you. This is free. What is that? Free, sir. Please understand, in this place, in the previous slide, I have written O. So instead of O for read, I am just writing, what is that? I. So guys, in this place, in the previous slide, I have written write. So here, what is that I am writing? I am just writing read. That's it. So guys, that is what you have to remember. Why do I use read? So to read the data. To read the data. There, to write the data. So guys, so this read function belongs to IF stream, write function belongs to OF stream. That is what you have to remember. Rest everything is same with respect to the read and write function with respect to the binary files. Moving on to the next, detecting the end of the file. Is it detecting the end of the class? No, this is the detecting the end of the file. I thought this is the end of the class. Of course, this is the last topic. This is the end of the class. So guys, just look at this. I will finish off within a minute. Yes. What is that I have? End of the file. So end of the file in the sense what? What exactly the end of the file is all about? Please understand here. So it returns non-zero, that is true, when if the end of the file condition is encountered. If it reaches the end of the file, it says true, otherwise it says 0. So to just check whether I have reached the end of the file or not, I am using this function. How do I do that? So please observe here, I have an example. So guys, same thing, I have stream. So this is a class. I'm trying to create the object for this. So EOF is a function. So guys, this function will return 1. Okay, it means it return true when it reaches the end of the file. So if it is end of the file, so guys, listen to me carefully. So it returns true. So when it returns true, if the end of the file condition is encountered. If this is true, then it will execute these statements. If this is false, it will not execute these statements, is what I would like to tell you in short. So this is the last concept that you have to remember. So guys, in today's session, so by saying this, take care of your health. Health is wealth. So please maintain distancing and also take care of your family too. So wait for my next session. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Keep missing me.